Hey, what's up? I'm George Batman, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, George Batman, where I post videos usually of me playing drum covers and some usually shows I go to and video record. And so I just wanted to do a little update for my channel, and because I haven't posted any drum cover videos in a while. It's been like at least like 2.5 years or so. Because I had this set up. I had like this little studio that I had set up, and my drums and everything at the last place that I lived at, in the garage there. But I have moved out of there and uh, took all of my equipment out of there, and I still have everything, but all the same equipment, the drums and everything. But I really don't have a place to set those things up right now. Um, so it took me a while to just get to this. I just really wasn't doing anything with that at all for a little while, and then I finally was like, I just want to play a little bit. I kind of miss playing my drums, and so I have this electronic set that I got. I got this like at least something like 13 years ago or something. So this is not new. This is not brand new or anything. I've had this for at least like about 13 years now, I think. But I put it. I hadn't even used it for several years, and it's just been there in my closet. And so I thought, I'm just gonna get this thing out and set it up and play on it a little bit. And actually, it's a great kit for practice, or just keeping up your chops. And so I really like electronic drum sets. The first time I saw one was a long time ago, real long time ago, at a music store, and I just absolutely loved it because I just was amazed with how great they sound, how realistic they sound. And this was a long time ago, and I wanted one from that point forward, but I didn't really want to use one to play in a band. But I thought I always wanted one to have like at home, where you could like use it as a practice set, and it's great for playing music with it, like play music through it, like a song or something that you can play, and it sounds really good together. And so I had always wanted one, so I finally got one like 13 years ago or something, and I love electronic drum sets. I wouldn't use it actually like to play in a band or like in a live situation, but I think they're just great for at home, and especially if you want to keep it, or just anywhere really, anywhere you want to practice. I think they're great, for that, or just have fun with it. But I think, like there's probably some stereotypical views of electronic drum sets, and I think most people don't really understand the realistic. The real, how realistic an electronic drum set is actually in comparison to an acoustic drum set. Because I know with a lot of electronic drums, like electronic drum programming and drum machines, is just like a little box or something. You just push buttons. So that's the way it was a long time ago. Now all this, obviously, you can do that with computers or computer programs. But this is not the point. It's actually not really used to have an electronic drum sound, or to be used as like program drums. It's just meant to actually just play it. And if you play drums, you will realize that you just play this exactly like your acoustic set. It's just made of electronics, and it's a lot quieter, so you don't have to disturb a lot of people around you wherever you live or wherever you're using it. It's pretty quiet, and if you just compared to an acoustic set, it's very quiet, and you can use your headphones and not, or you can have it play. You can have it outward, like come out of speakers, out in the open. It comes with, well, you have to get speakers separately, but before I get to that though, what I was saying about the sound of the drums is I typically think of electronic drums as like something from the 80s. And I think that there were electronic drum sets in the 80s that were played like an actual drum set, but they used a lot of sounds that sounded like from the 80s. Like this is like an 80s sound, and it seems like to me when you think of electronic drums, you think of that 80s sound, that electronic drum sound from the 80s. But there is that sound available, but you don't have to use that sound. There's a whole lot of different sounds that these drums reproduce, and I use a setting that sounds just like an acoustic drum set, and I think it sounds amazing. You got your snare that sounds just like a snare. You got your toms that sound just like your toms. The cymbals, the kick drum. The kick drum sounds amazing. I think it sounds really good, and I think all the cymbals. It all sounds, the hi-hat. I think it all sounds really great. But yeah, I think it sounds fantastic. It sounds just like an acoustic drum set. The only thing, and they have a feel to them that is like, it doesn't feel exactly like, there are pros and cons. The feeling of the pads, if you're familiar with your snare drum, doesn't feel exactly the same, but it's very, 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 very similar. The cymbals are much thicker than regular acoustic cymbals, but that's just how it kind of feels when you're playing it. So if you're used to your acoustic set, it's very similar, but it's slightly different. But you get used to it, and the only thing that I did not like about this drum set was the hi-hat. I was actually pretty disappointed with the hi-hat. It's the only thing about the drum set that I don't like. It doesn't actually open and close like a regular hi-hat, an acoustic set hi-hat. And it's a little wacky in its sensitivity, but and the worst thing about it though really is that it's louder than all of the other pieces. So these pieces, you don't really hear them that much, and they're pretty quiet. Everything's pretty quiet. I'm not talking about the sound of the drum, but the actual, when you hit, it's not making a loud noise other than the drum sound. But the hi-hat is very loud. I don't know if you can hear that. But if you can hear the sound of the hi-hat, but it makes a pretty loud clacking noise. be more disturbing than the rest of the other pieces. So that's the one thing I think is kind of a comment about this, is that the hi-hat is kind of loud. And so I always try, when I'm playing, I try to like not hit it very hard so it's not really loud, but it can be, if you really play on it kind of hard, it can be really loud. It's a loud clacking noise. And then also, it's very wacky, like sometimes you have to press really hard on, you have to apply extra pressure to the pedal to get because it does actually have an open sound like this, and then if you apply pressure, you have to close down. So you have to apply a little more pressure to it than you do your regular set, just so it reads it. And then when you're playing it with your foot, sometimes it doesn't. It makes right now it sounds good, but sometimes it makes noise that like it's kind of sounds like it's open and it's not closing all the way, and and I notice if you turn it off and turn it back on later, it'll sound better. Like right now it sounds good, but sometimes all of a sudden it has this sound where it's not really closing all the way, and it's kind of annoying and obnoxious, and you really can't like you really can't do the P swoops. That's what you want to call them. It really kind of doesn't work. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. So it's not really. Right now, I'm not hearing it at all. So anyway, that was probably my biggest complaint about this set, is the hi-hat. I mean, electronically it sounds good, but it would be better if it actually opened and closed. And so that was probably my biggest problem with this set. I hated the hi-hat, but you just have to live with it. And so anyway, that's probably the only problem. And sometimes this cymbal, it'll short out. It kind of shorts out. But that sort of happened like later on. It just kind of got like a short in it. Sometimes this cymbal shorts out, but everything else about it is great. And like, I didn't used to use a double bass pedal with it, but I got a double bass pedal later on for my acoustic set, which is also a left-footed double bass pedal, which was almost impossible to find, and I got it like a great price, because I don't know how many drummers, left-footed drummers, how many left-footed double bass pedals are they really going to be selling? I couldn't find I was lucky I found one, and I love it so much, and it's great. And so I decided to actually like set it up on I set up the double bass pedal on this set. I wasn't sure if it was going to work, but it actually worked. I want to do that. I always do that on my acoustic set, but you don't have to do that on these. But yeah, it actually, the double bass pedal actually does work on it, and I love that. So yeah, so this is kind of where I'm at now, equipment wise. Yeah, I feel like I kind of took a step backwards instead of forwards, but it's kind of like I had to break everything down to sort of try to build it back up, but I don't know if I'm even gonna build it back up. And I mean, I don't even know if, I don't know, just, um, I don't know if it was worth doing what I did before, and I don't know if I loved it so much to continue doing it, but I guess I need some sort of, I'm not sure about like motivation. Did people like this? Did this go well? Did I enjoy it? Kind of, not, I don't know, not necessarily. So I don't know, like, do I want to keep making these drum cover videos and put time and invest in it, or is it just sort of a waste of time? I'm not sure, but so in my production, I had like this pretty good production going there where I could just keep banging out these videos, but things happened. I had a divorce and I didn't have to, I mean, I did move out, and then like that's not why, there's just other reasons, has nothing to do with that, but so I was just, I don't know if I would like to, but I just don't have, I mean, I don't know how much effort I'm going to want to put into it, but I don't even have my nice camera. I'm just down to like, this is my cell phone camera, and my production is down to like nothing. Cause like, I mean, I could have a better production and better audio quality and stuff, but I'm just really not sure anymore how much time and effort I should put into this, because I don't know really what I'm getting back out of it, or if it's just a waste of time. I don't know if anybody really wants this. But I was really happy with the videos that I did make. I think production-wise, it was amazing. I was very happy with the videos that I made, and I did all that myself. And the playing on it, I thought I was very happy with. I was very happy with it all the way around, but it was a lot of work, really. It was a lot of time, and I don't know how much work and time I'm going to put into something that I feel like might just be a waste of time, or nobody is interested or wants this. And so if nobody does, I can just play on my own, and why bother with production and recording and trying to make everything perfect and the stress and everything. And so I could just do what I usually do, which is just play for myself. But I don't know. I don't know what people want. I guess you just put stuff out there, and if people like it, that's great. If they don't, well, that sucks. But but why keep wasting your time doing something if nobody likes it? But thanks to everybody who has watched my videos. I was a little disappointed in the views. I kind of thought I would have higher views, but at the same time, it's not that, maybe I could have not even had that many views. So thank you to everyone who has watched my videos, and I'm sorry if I haven't been putting out any more of the drum cover videos, and there are no shows to record either, so I'm pretty much down. That's why I'm just doing this video right now, which is probably going on way too long. But so like here's like this, the 80s sound here. Like, this is what I was talking about. It's like something like from the 80s. See, like, that's what I think of an electronic drum set. It's gonna sound like this. But it does, there's all kinds of settings and different sounds, so you definitely don't have to have it sound like an 80s drum set. But I love mine. This is my favorite setting. I actually individually did each pad. This is my own user kit preset, that I went through each pad and set it. You can actually go fairly in depth to each pad and how you want it to sound. I did each one individually, so this is my own user kit setting that I did myself, and I think I have it sounding pretty much exactly like, just like an acoustic set. I think it sounds great. So I think it sounds good. And then so like. And then like you can have like, I love a China Crash, especially like in anything metal. So it's like, you can have I love the China Crash, so it's like, it has a pretty good sounding China Crash. I love it. That's like one of my favorites. But yeah, so I still do that. It's so ridiculous. It's just a habit that you want to like deaden your cymbal, but you don't have to do that. So anyway, I think that's pretty much about it. That's pretty much where I'm at right now. And so, yeah, maybe I'll just move forward from here, but I'm not sure what or how long or how much time I'm gonna put in, that I can put into anything right now, but I definitely keep playing and going over songs and stuff, and so I think that's about it for now. But thanks for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you again in another video. Thanks.